Hello, welcome back to the channel. Billy, Gem City Welding. I want to thank you for being here for today's very special episode because we're finally talking about cylinders and components. Before we get started though, let me take a moment and thank this episode's sponsor. This episode is brought to you by Cool Cars Engineering, your #1 source for all your hydraulic needs. Cool Cars' easy-to-use website allows you to choose the parts and the components that work right for you. Whether you're building a full custom lay-and-play setup or competition vehicle, CCE has the parts that you need. If you're in the market for cylinders, then look no further than CCE Competition Pro Cylinders. These cylinders come standard with a polypack seal design and bronze bushing. Also, all CCE competition cylinders are made right here in the USA. If power and performance is what you're after, then look no further than Cool Cars Engineering's revolutionary piston pump. Cool Cars Engineering has the industry knowledge and experience to give you the information you need to make the best decision for your ride. Whether you need a single part or a fully customized solution, our expert technicians can help you find exactly what you need when you need it the most. Be sure to check out our website at coolcars.org. Alright, so we're talking about cylinders today. And I'm very excited about that because this is a long time coming for me and my project. Those of you that have followed along know that I've already made my rear cylinder choice, which I ended up going with a 12-inch competition cylinder from Cool Cars. And I feel like, I'm at a point to where it's like, okay, I need to figure out the front suspension cylinder spring combo. That way I can pull the body back off the frame and finish up all the reinforcements. So I've got a couple different options here for cylinders, and I'll explain the difference between both and why I chose one over the other. So hopefully some of the information I have can help you choose the cylinders that work best for you and your project. So the very first thing is, when I initially started building my car, I only wanted to do a very simple, like a 2-pump lay and play setup. And over time, as the frame reinforcements have gone on and I've built the suspension up to what it is, I've decided I want my setup to be a little bit hotter. I want something more on the competition side. So, they always say go big or go home, and that's exactly what I've done here. But again, I'll explain both, and you guys can make the decision on what's best for you. So the first one would be the standard 8-inch Competition Pro cylinder. Now this is an ideal cylinder for lay and play setups, or mini trucks, or even if you wanted to do like a Z-rack for a mini truck, this would be perfect for that scenario. The cool thing about these, and you'll find this in most Cool Cars cylinders, is they feature a full polypack seal design and a bronze bushing. They're also available in a 3/8 or 1/2-inch port, and you can get them from 6-inch to 12-inch in length. Now, the big thing for me about these is the construction and the outside casing. So these cylinders feature a fully TIG welded top design and an 1 5/8 DOM outside sleeve. So this is not seam welded tubing. I want to make that clear. This is DOM. So these are very strong and durable. So the performance and reliability are built into those standard cylinders, and that's a pretty good bargain, considering they're only $109.95 on the website. So they're perfect for just about any application. But like I was saying, in my setup, I think I'm gonna go a little bit hotter. I'm probably gonna do like a 3 or 4 pump setup. Might be a piston setup. I really don't know yet. I just haven't gotten to that point. But I'm making the decision now on the cylinders, so that way when I get there, I already have the performance and power behind it. So I chose to go with the 8-inch Extreme cylinders. These are also known as fat sticks. And when it comes to competition hopping vehicles, these are hands down the strongest cylinders on the market. Some key features about these are they feature a full 3/4-inch port and a fully TIG welded top with a 2-inch OD casing. So, considering the standards are 1 5/8 and you're stepping up to a 2-inch, they're considerably bigger and heavier. But that's okay, because the kind of thing that you're going to do with these cylinders, you want them to be able to take the beating that you're going to put to them from all the pressure in your system. So this was the right choice for me. I feel like one of the most often overlooked components of any hydraulic system or setup is the cups and donuts. I feel like that doesn't get enough attention because, you know, if you're building a standard setup or a full competition hopping setup, you need to make sure that you have the correct components that work best for the cylinder application. So an example of that would be like, these are standard Cool Cars donuts that work with the Competition Pro cylinder or the Super Stroker cylinders. Now, obviously this donut would not work with the fat stick because of the larger casing diameter. You need to have a larger opening in your donut. So keep that in mind when you're shopping around for parts. And also you're gonna have a different cup because of the larger shaft diameter for the fat sticks. Now on the Competition Pro cylinders, those have a 1-inch shaft. So you can use a standard or deep cup in both applications. Now I've had a few guys ask me about these particular cups here because they've seen them in the background on some of the videos and social media posts. These are what are commonly known as deep cups. So you have a standard cup, which is roughly about half of the size of the deep cup. Now, one of the benefits to having a deep cup is obviously that the cup itself sits further into the coil, which provides more stability for the actual cylinder sitting inside the cup. Now, where that's really important would be on like vehicles like 58 to 64 Impalas. So guys that have built those cars know exactly what I'm talking about because the front suspension geometry on the 58 and 64 can be a bit extreme. And, you know, multiply that by a factor of 10 when you're in a full competition setting. So having a cup that fits securely into the spring pocket and has a deeper, you know, edge to it is ideal for what, you know, I'm doing here with my setup. So that's a lot of things to consider for you and your vehicle at home, depending on what it is that you're working on. Price point for these, like I was saying, these are $109.95. These are actually $179.95. And remember, you need to get the correct cup and donut should you choose to use the 8-inch extremes. Now, also another big thing about the CCE cylinders is no matter which ones you're buying, whether it's the Competition Pro, their 8-inch Super Stroke, or the 8-inch Extreme fat sticks, they're all made in the USA. So that's very important to me, and I'm sure it's very important to you because the quality and performance is something that you can expect from CCE. So make sure you check out the technical information on their website. If you have any more questions about how these cylinders are made and the components they use in their construction. So that's just a quick rundown on available cylinder options. I'm looking forward to getting these installed very, very soon because that's just the next step in my project. So look for that video upcoming very soon. And as always, I want to tell you that I appreciate you for watching the show. If you have any comments or questions, please sound off below and I'll do my best to get back to you and answer those questions. Please hit the like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you know every time I post content. Also, again, a big shout out to CCE Hydraulics, Hijacker Hydraulics, and coolcars.org. Make sure you check out their website and look at their social media. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram, and tell them Gem City Welding sent you. So until next time, take care, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on a future episode.